God, you had to stop then, didn't you?
Yep.
Susan ain't put no sugar in me fucking tea.
Ah. Yeah.
So I'll let you lot do your introductions while I go and put some sugar in me tea.
Yeah. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in to another Sunday. Hope everybody's had a good week.
We were just waiting for Vince to come on. And
waiting for Vince to come back and go and, sugar up that drink.
So, what's been going on, Shane? That greenhouse is almost done?
Yep, greenhouses should be coming down tomorrow. So,
yeah. Time too.
Yeah, it is about fucking time too. You're right. And
how are we doing out there, ladies and gentlemen? Sorry about that. Susan's just trying to poison me with tealess sugar, sugarless tea even.
Tealess sugar.
Oh, what a good start to the afternoon, eh?
Yeah. What a great start. Gavin in. We've got Ken in. Orchard Koi. Welcome in, everybody. How
do you do, everyone? And
I saw busy there.
What do you do there, George?
So
you've been very busy this week, Sid. So that must entail that you've been very busy.
Yes.
That's how it works.
What have you been up to?
Oh man. So I handed over 2 ponds that were freshly completed, water setup, and the fish gone in. One was the big waterfall, and then the second was the one with the gazebo beside it, the figure of 8. So happy handovers.
Come and join this Mustang. Sorry, Sid. Come and join this Mustang.
See you next week, Mustang. But so handed them ponds over. I've got a couple of new ponds kicking off. I've got fish a lot of fish went out this week, and then we've got our fish coming in from Indonesia now. They've finally gone into their final quarantine, which means that they've gone into the glass tanks for 6 days. It's like a stressful time both for me and Mario, because if a storm comes and the electricity goes, he's got 40 fish in 6 glass tanks, in very specifically sized tanks. So it could be a disaster. But we're keeping it all together. I've got something new to announce to you guys hopefully next week, which I'm not gonna jinx right now. It's a little bit exciting, quite fun.
So would that coincide with the question I was going to ask next, which was any news on the farm?
Yes, and sorry, there is news on the farm, but I found 2 new nice spots. But this time I'm not going to count my eggs before they hatch. No, I'm not going to get all excited about it and shit until the lawyers told me, you can put your money down on it, go ahead. So
have the lawyers found issues with the first one?
Previous one? Oh, for sure. There was an entire family dispute on it from the 60s with like 27 people claiming it was their fucking land. So thank God I stayed out. Thank God I didn't get caught.
Wow.
And the dude that's selling these plots, this is in a gated community that he set up and things like that. No shame, bro. No shame, No shame. I'm not even going to get my money back. I'm pretty sure. Gonna have to write that off and just be more careful with the next couple of them. But
got it, because you was really looking forward to that one, weren't you?
I like that little side of the hill. It was a nice side of the hill. But we'll find another one, no stress. I'm still looking in the same area, so I'll still have access to similar resources.
Right.
Maybe not a natural mud pond on the property this time. I might not be that lucky again.
The natural water source, that will still be there though, will it?
Yeah. Water and plentiful. But the news that I have for you is actually we're working out a really nice equipment scene, and we're going to have some strong partners on that front very soon. Some strong tie-ups.
Ooh.
Yeah, I've so there's a few nice conversations happening, Vince. We'll have to talk about that a little bit after the show ends.
Yeah.
Until next week.
Oh, mate, I
Until
tell
next
you,
week, guys.
talk about weird. I had an email,
Hmm.
and
Your merch, bro.
mate, I've been asked. I can feel your passion for content and your deep affections for your audience, and basically they're asking me to collaborate with them over makeup.
Mm.
They want me to promote a brand new makeup bag with LEDs in it and all this. Do I really look that bad? Do I really look like I need makeup?
Perhaps it was when they were seeing the pink flamingos.
It's definitely the flamingo hashtags, bro.
Definitely the pink flamingos.
Don't you start.
Don't.
Hang on a minute.
Oh, man.
Who's turned that fucking... That was turned off. I turned that off. Someone's been in and turned the flamingo on.
Susan?
Honestly,
Maybe it was the same company.
what I do is, because at the moment the main pond is only getting fed once a day, and I'm feeding them late in the afternoon, early evening, when they're actually looking for it. By which time the lights have gone down and everything else. The lights have gone out in the growing on tank, and there's quite a few times where I've walked the dog and I've come back and I've forgot to turn the skimmer back on. So what I'm doing now is, when I turn the skimmer off to feed the fish, I turn the flamingo on, because at night that bloody pink thing, it illuminates off the water of the pond as well. So yeah, it's my reminder to turn the skimmer back on before I go to bed.
Yeah.
Man, you know what I really like, Vince? You know the smart plugs? The adapters that you can put in the wall before your plugs, and they have the little system on them where you can select how long you want things to go off for and things like that, and also time everything. So you could time a pump, you could time an aerator, you could time whatever you want, the UV, anything, right?
That would be a good shout, but as you know, most of my stuff in my filter house is run on that bloody great big switchboard that my dad made.
Yep.
So putting things on timers. Why do you think I had to connect a double socket to one of the spare switches just so I could run the cat toilet?
Oh man.
Yeah. And that doesn't even
I'm a big fan of these smart plugs.
Oh, don't. You sound like my brother-in-law. He's got smart plugs. He's got Alexa, and oh, mate, I just way too much. Way too much. You know, and you know when it's gone too far, when Alexa actually starts answering you back. You know what I mean? And I know there's plenty of people out there that run them. Alexa, order a butt plug. How many people out there is Alexa is going ape shit now?
Which size do you want?
Literally, all they'll be hearing is, "Oh, butt plug has been added to your Amazon cart."
I did tell you, people, I will get my revenge on the flamingo stuff one way or another. Oh, the comments have gone very clear.
Yeah, the comments went really quiet then. Everyone was like, Alexa,
everyone's changing their voice activation on their Alexa.
They're all putting in their headset so it doesn't get fucking picked up. So somebody got a Scott's Koi channel there going, oh my god, I'm dying.
Oh, was it on one of Jack's live? He did it as well. I think that was just crazy. It was Alexa as well. Just people in the comments just
Yeah.
just dying.
I've done it not with Alexas, but you know, when like you've got like the Xbox ones as well, where you can control the Xbox by sound. And I've been in the middle of a game, and I've just heard like someone's got the proximity chat on, so I know that it's my sounds coming through their TV, and I literally just turn around and go, Xbox turn off, and it just shuts down their Xbox completely.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah, you can pop up a fuck with people on that one.
Yeah.
They will be getting sent out next week. Do not panic. Do you know how hard it is to wrap a plastic flamingo rubber ducky?
Oh man, Vince, how's the merch coming along?
Well, I will be speaking with Jill and John on Monday when I give them a call. But I have had quite a few people in the comments saying, thanks very much. I will go across to them and put in an order. So, yeah.
Yes.
I mean, to be totally honest, I'm not getting anything from it.
Nope.
I'm not getting anything from it at all. You know, they've done a lot for me in the past.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said on the video, I'm all for promoting small businesses, which is why I promote Skeggy so much as well.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what it's all about for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they might give me a good price if I have a bulk of mugs ordered, like I did with the chili challenge, but you know, I get nothing from it. So the whole idea was the fact that, and I know I did have someone actually tell me that even though I didn't start out to create a brand, I've become a brand in itself.
Yes,
100%.
That normally happens though.
And you know,
like
when it was put to me in a different way, I could see what he was saying, and this is one of the reasons why. I mean, one, I'm not good with figures. Two, I'm not good with money. And for me to try doing merch, you know, you've got to have an initial outlay to go out and buy a batch of stuff, which I haven't got. So the best way I thought of keeping my subscribers happy and giving them what they want, which is the opportunity to have a Twisted Koi mug or a t-shirt or whatever they want, done to specific designs. That way, I'm keeping my subscribers happy by giving them that opportunity, but at the same time, I'm supporting a local business, small business, by saying, look, I give you carte blanche to use my logo to print mugs if they've got a certain thing on them. Can you see what I mean?
So you won't turn into a corporate dog like me then?
Me, no way. I am who I am, and I will never change. Don't get me wrong. I will still move my fish on like I normally do, but other than that, it's just the YouTube channel. New YouTube channel, New Forest Koi Farm, because we've got so much going on down there at the moment, and there is so much more still to come. I'm even contemplating not doing my own spawning this year. Yeah, because when I look at it, it's this year the season hasn't really kicked off yet, and our asses haven't hit the ground. We haven't stopped, you know. I mean, we're down volunteering and helping down at New Forest twice a week, as well as doing my own stuff, trying to keep on top of YouTube and stuff as well. You know, adding something like merch sales and other stuff like that into it. You know, I've got little time as it is, you know, and people wonder why I watch my YouTube subscriptions in double speed.
Yeah, honestly,
I do. And Rocket Boy will tell you it's what I even sent Rocket Boy a message the other day and said to him, bruv, you've got to sort out how you're talking to the camera when you've got the camera in front of you, because honestly, he sounded and I had to turn him up to 1.5 times speed to get him to sound
normal.
like he normally does when we're down at the farm.
Yeah.
And this is what I said to him, and he messaged me back going, shit, I see what you mean, Vince. You know what I mean? But then you've got people there are quite a few people out there that really do sound funny on double speed. And I mean, I've watched myself back on double speed, and I'm thinking, geez.
How's Danish in double speed?
What's that?
Yeah, how is Danish in double speed?
How's
It's
Danish?
not too bad. There is the odd time I have to turn it down a little bit to sort of like 1.75, sometimes with George from Lomond Koi, because he's got such a broad Scottish accent, you know, at double speed. Sometimes you can't understand what he's saying. Yeah, you can what I mean.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just ways that I get through being able to watch and support as many YouTube channels as I do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, man, you support a lot of YouTube channels. I don't even know how you remember everybody's name, Vince. Seriously, I don't know how you do it. It's impressive. I think he has a whiteboard behind his camera with everybody's name.
There you go, talking to George.
There he is. I don't know. Yeah, there isn't many mornings where I don't get George, whether he's in the van on the way to work or he's in. I always get a morning message saying, "I don't know," and he says, "I'm shot away." And he loves me anyway, but it's just living proof that Scottish, you know, it is just living proof that Vikings fuck billy goats, isn't it?
Vince.
What?
Listen, I'm not there yet. This is all on you.
Yeah.
God damn it, Vince.
Those Vikings are gonna have.
Well, the Welsh have got their sheep. The Scots have the old billy goat, don't they? Well, the only thing the Scots have got over the Welsh is the fact that they don't need a zip. Yeah. But then you can go through the country and they've got both. They wear welly boots to hold the legs in. They got a kilt so they don't need a zip. Velcro gloves so they don't run away. And they put them on a cliff edge so they push back harder. What can I say? Anyway, that's enough of Laura in the toe.
No, I don't know what's worse than the fact that you've actually thought of all of that.
Oh my god.
So anyway, Samuel, what have you been up to this week?
Absolutely nothing. Not this week, but yeah, last week I was in a trip in Germany for my fish.
Yep, you was.
Oh,
yeah.
Where are the fish?
Yeah, pretty good. I'm satisfied.
They're with you?
On all of them? Are you satisfied with all of them? There isn't one that you think,
No. Yeah, there was the Algaromo. It's still pretty good, but it lost a lot of body mass over the winter.
Yeah.
Compared to the pictures, but yeah,
but it's expected, isn't it?
Yeah, of course, that's to be expected.
Yeah, but actually the Ginrid Caputo put on body mass, and the Hiro Suri put on body mass compared to the pictures. So
the Ginrin Kabuto was one of the ones that I was not sure on.
I really love it.
The fish you guys call kabuto and the fish that everybody calls kabuto in India are two different things, man.
Okay.
Like what I've seen you guys call kabutos, kind of like ogons.
Yes, they
Yeah.
are.
They've got a bit of a helmet going. But yeah, in India.
Vince, get out.
Not like that. Fuck, dude, screw you, dude. What is wrong with you
I'm
guys?
just going to turn my top off.
Are
Yeah,
you trying to
go.
get us banned? Okay. What's
Talking
wrong
about
with
heads and everything else. Jesus Christ, Vincent.
you? I think she's put something else in his coffee today.
Yeah, I think he has got something else in that tea at the moment.
But Sam, where
Yeah.
have you put these fish, man? Where are they? They're in the
In
main
my
pond?
growing tank.
In the grow-on tank.
Yeah.
So you didn't need to quarantine them or anything like that.
No,
No.
I didn't.
Mm.
They are pretty. The fish from the Koi area are pretty. They're under supervision of a vet, so nothing goes out if it's not approved. So of course you
Oh shit!
Oh,
I just clicked.
don't mute me.
Yeah, I did that by mistake. I was just.
Yeah,
But yes.
but you know I never had any issues from them. I PP the fish I get and I PP the pond that they're
Perfect.
going into.
Perfect.
The one time I didn't PP it was when I got the fish in December, and
Yep.
I got some mild bacteria issues.
mm-hmm.
But I fixed those. So
Yep.
yeah, when just remember to PP the fish and PP the pond they're going into. I never had any issues.
Even no, but you're right though. That's a solid precaution as well.
Yeah, and I don't have the space. I don't have a
Yeah.
a quarantine tank somewhere else. So that's how it is.
Yeah.
Yep. So
But yeah,
we've got a
they're
question
doing
there for
pretty good.
Vince.
Sweet.
Vince.
So yeah,
Yes.
we've got a question for you, Vince. What
that
liner
is-
did
that
you
is fine.
lose?
Did I use at New Forest? It's called Visqueen, and it's a silage liner.
Okay.
Oh, what?
It's a silage liner.
What is a silage liner?
It's basically a plastic liner that holds silage. You know, as in shit or
Sewage
shit.
liner.
Yeah,
Ah. Okay,
and
that's-
in the right conditions can last has been proven to last 8 years plus, especially if you don't get rats chewing through it.
we got a question from Jarosh, one of my subscribers, for you, Sam.
Yeah.
I think it would be Ginrin Matsu Kawabaka.
I got one of them. I got a really nice one of them.
I've
Yeah,
Yeah, I
got
got
one
one
of
as
them.
well.
I've got one of them coming from Japan.
Yeah, I really love those.
Yeah, I like.
that.
Yeah, the
I-
transformation they're going through is amazing.
I love that unstable Benny. That's Benny. Fucking hell,
The
Vincent.
Sumi.
I'm really on one today, aren't I? That unstable sumi that you get on both Komonru and Matsukao-baki.
Mhm.
The fact that from season to season it can
They
change.
change.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
I think
do
it's
love that as well.
amazing.
Yeah. And then you've got the other side of the coin. If you get a really good Benny Komonru with a really good Benny plate and then that unstable Sumi, I've got two Coda ones in the Tosai tank. And since I've had them, the Sumi has already started changing on them. Because when I got them originally from Ricky at New Forest, they'd actually come from Koi Wholesale. And they had round spots of Sumi on them. One had 4 and one had a couple of, but the Sumi is now starting to appear in other places across the board of the fish. And yeah, I got some good hopes. I'm only going to keep one of the two, but I'm still undecided on which one of the two that I'm going to keep.
Always spoiled for choice, Vince.
Oh yes,
That's why you're at New Forest, isn't it? Mm-hmm.
Kid in the sweetie shop.
Uh-huh. He's just
Well,
just walking around with a camera behind the bag, no?
well, when you look at it,
Whoops, Vince snack.
technically,
Yeah.
I've got 2 ponds at New Forest Koi Farm.
Mm-hmm. I was gonna ask you about that. I was gonna ask you why you don't do a breeding and put the fry in one of the New Forest koi ponds. It's a good possibility, Vince.
Well, put it this way. I'm trying to convince Rick
To
to
let you.
use one of my Utsuris in the spawnings.
Nice.
And the reason, one of the reasons for that is, one, Rick don't like spawning them because when they're small,
Yeah.
they look insipid. But it's a test I want to put myself under, but I also want to, in conjunction with Ricky, create something special.
Yep, I get that.
As well as the growing show with the difference that we're doing this year as well, with the Red Kajaku cross Kinshowa.
Yeah,
It's interesting.
Yep. So what's going to happen is we're gonna spawn the Red Kajaku with Kinshowa, and then once the fry hit 3 weeks old, they will then go out to, I think there's 46 people have put their name down for it now. So 46 lots of 200 fry will go out, and then they've got, from when they received them.
Oh,
Oh.
no, wrong one.
Just continue, Vince. Just continue.
Right.
We'll
So
take this,
they have, from when they received their fry at 3 weeks old until the 1st of November. And then on the 1st of November, they have to select what they think is the best one fish out of what they have left to be judged for the competition. So, in effect, that not only are they going to have their fish raising and keeping skills tested, but they're also going to have their eye and everything else tested at the same time, which I think is absolutely awesome, And again,
that is awesome.
Ricky has knocked it out the park, with doing something completely different that no one else has thought of before. You know, I mean, last year
I don't think I know a lot of people that would have the confidence to just hand out 200 into 46 little toe size,
So each person, what they'll get is they'll have the fish delivered, and they will get their 200 fry. They will get food, and that is their entry into the growing show.
Nice.
Everyone that is in it will be put into a Telegram group, so photos and everything else can be bounced around, and they can get advice, because you can get as much advice as there is out there. But ultimately, when it comes to fry, it's a hands-on thing. You learn hands-on. You have got to watch them like a hawk, because the slightest little thing that's in the wrong direction, you could lose your fry very quickly. You can create deformities. It's not as easy as going to a dealer or a breeder and picking from fish that have been selected through 8, 9, 10 times.
Yep.
Can you see what I mean? Because they've already been through a selection process to get to that point, whether they've been kept back or not. Can you see what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You're already doing a pre-selected fish to then grow on. But this side of it is, you've got to get it to that point, or get them to that point where you can then look at them and go, right, that one no, that one, yes. You know, because if they're growing these fish in small bodies of water, whether it be IBC tanks, fish tanks, and stuff like that, to be able to get the optimum growth-wise, potentially, they're going to have to thin them out.
Yeah,
they are going to have to thin them out so that the fish that they think are the best of the bunch have got the optimum to be able to grow and get to their optimum. Does that make sense? So
yes.
you know, they're going to be tested right the way through, even though we're not going to be there on their case.
What if one of these guys has a nice green netted pond, outdoor pond, sitting out there in the sun, nice 20,000 liters? You know what I mean? He's gonna nail it, isn't he? They're just gonna be able to toss it in.
That's not always the case, though. I mean, Shane has got one fish in his main pond that he had from me, and that I got that from New Forest Koi as 2 to 3 week old unselected fry, and I raised them in a 4-foot bow front fish tank.
Yep.
Right. And at 2 years old, she is what size, Shane?
53.
53.
Ooh.
Right. My big Betty, she's 68 and she's 7 years old.
Oof.
So you tell me, under the right conditions, which is going to become the bigger fish?
Oh, for sure. For sure. You need that control.
Yeah. So that in itself, you know, just goes to show that the results can be achieved in small bodies of water.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to be interested to see where she heads after this, like this summer. See how she goes and see, you know, how she does.
Yeah.
Definitely be interesting.
Well, if you feed her right over the summer, come the end of autumn, I reckon she should be hitting 60 cm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I was fucking.
And also got to see whether
nuts.
she's ready to spawn this year or whether we leave her till next year.
Well, with what you've got, with everything else you've got going on, I personally
think
would
it'd be
leave
better leave them till next year.
Yeah. Well, honestly, Gav, we don't know. We have spoken about it, and we have spoken to Ricky about it, and I think some of them will be, when we're going through doing fry and tosai selections, ones that Rick thinks aren't big enough to keep, but have got real funky patterns that we're both undivided on, so that it's a space where those ones can go and be grown on, just to see how they do.
Yeah.
How they do progress, because they will be fed exactly like the Munga tunnel will be fed. They'll be fed with New Forest pellet, with Munga mix. And there is going to be a new Munga mix coming out in the next few weeks. It will be slightly more expensive, because there's about 3, possibly 4 more ingredients that are being added to it.
Okay.
So,
nice.
You know, the last lot was 15 quid. And I think that the next batch will be £20 a batch, but one batch should be enough to last you a whole season.
Okay.
I'll definitely have to get my name down on one of them.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've got a comment there from Aaron Mooney saying he's in the growing show, excited but also scared at the same time. Aaron, you're probably not the only one, buddy.
You are probably not the only one, Aaron. And I have found your email. I have found your email, Aaron, and I will sort that out once I've got a spare minute, bud. Yeah, he emailed me some questions about setup for his fry for the growing show. But there is quite a few people out there that are, you know, on that knife edge about the growing show, because raising
200 fry.
small fry that size is a completely different ball game.
Yeah, see, that's one thing that
Can
I was
imagine.
concerned about is obviously if I was to go and put them into IBC, for instance, the fact of I'm gonna have the 4-inch bottom drain. I have that fear it's just gonna go.
Yeah. So what you would have to do in that scenario was either isolate the bottom drain and pump feed your filter system till they get a little bit bigger, or you get yourself a floating fry net that you put into the IBC. But if you're going to do that, what you need to do is make sure that the return water from the filter goes directly into the fry net.
Oh, if I do it that way, I'll do it so that the whole perimeter of the IBC will be it, so that the actual netting itself, like the frame on the netting, will overhang the IBC.
Yeah, no, but what I mean is the reason for that, and I mean at koi farms, especially at Adam Bayer Koi Farm, they have their frying nets, but they have to move those fry every 4 or 5 days, especially in the height of summer, into a fresh net because of the algae build-up and the food debris build-up, and that gets caught on the inside of the net itself. And then in a lot of respects, if you've not got fresh water going into that net itself can become a stagnant body of water, even though it's in a filtered body of water. Because can you see what I mean?
Because all the small particles are going to get caught into the fabric material, which is then in turn is going to build up. It's the same as it's in a way it's the same as your filter. You've got your fine mesh, your fines keep going on top of it, it's going to stack up.
Yeah, and that is one of the things. I mean, I know Adam and Amanda, they are, when they're doing selections and everything else, they're constantly moving fish from a net to a net, and then that net will go out, get cleaned, and then put back in for the next move round. Can you see what I mean?
Yeah.
So they manage it that way. But for someone growing fry in an IBC tank, then I would start off with a fine mesh fry net.
Yeah.
And then you'd have your bottom drain or your pump in the bottom, and then the return from your filter then goes straight into the net. So the water in the net always gets refreshed one way or another. Can you see what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. I wasn't sure whether to use like some of the finer almost like debris netting that we've got up the the allotment and things like that, for like that you normally put around like your broad beans or anything like that, and just fold them over and just run canes through them.
Yeah,
that's what I was kind of thinking, because it's small enough that the fish ain't gonna get out through it.
How small are these fry that you guys are gonna get?
3 weeks
we're
old.
Talking tiny.
That's tiny.
So like fry that size, wouldn't like the best way that you'd want to raise them be in green water? In
not necessarily
green water,
yes,
like Daphnia and stuff like that culture.
Yes. And at 3 weeks, they are at that point where they're just being transferred from the brine shrimp to a very fine crumb. Yeah, almost very powder like. Can you see what I mean?
Yep. So
yeah,
I've done a couple of like side by side experiments with fry that I've bred, where I've put couple of them in nice clean tanks that are being filtered by sponge filters, and I give them fresh feeding and powdered food and things like that. And then on the other hand, I've put the same batch of fries in green water, and I've been feeding them egg yolk, and the water is just packed with Daphnia and Moina which are like just the
Yep.
culture, and I just keep topping that water up. And my God, the difference that I've seen between the fry that grow in the green tanks, definitely there'll be a higher death rate, like a mortality rate. There'll be a slightly higher mortality rate, but like the fry that come out from 1 month later will be 70, 80, 100, some of them even 200% the size of the guys that are in the clean filtered water. It just confused me a little bit.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's all about how you feed them as well.
Yeah,
You can keep them in clear water and green water, and you can get them to grow exactly the same way. The major difference between the clean water and the green water is the algae and the spirulina that they get from the algae that will enhance the colors better.
And also, it's a consistent supply, right, Vince?
Yeah.
The algae and everything that's built up in the green water, what that means is that fish has access to food 24/7, regardless of what you're feeding it. And
because you also have your really small critters and that live in amongst the algae and stuff like that, and like you say, natural food.
Yep. So I've got this one IBC.
Larvae.
Yep. Oh no, yeah, dragonfly larvae is a real pain in the ass. But I've got this one IBC that's fully netted up away from the dragonfly larvae and things like that. But it still gets heavy sun. The water inside is packed, like green as hell. And then it's unfiltered, but it does have a couple of sponge filters in it. And on the bottom, I've got lava rocks, right? Like just about an inch of lava rocks on the bottom. And that green tank, that IBC tank, is packed with bloodworms, Daphnia, Moina, and everything else, and like my fryer in there. And there's 2 IBCs like that now. You know what I mean? One without the fry, that is just the culture of the water and that mix, that water mix that I'm using, and it's been killing it for me so far.
Yeah, will do. But you can get over that on the Daphnia and the bloodworm side with the frozen cubes you can get for tropical fish tanks.
Yeah.
Now I feed a lot of them blocks to my smaller fish because I don't defrost them now. I just put them in ice cube form. And you'll be surprised within minutes the koi fry will be there and they're bashing the shit out of it and tearing it to shreds, and it don't take long to defrost in that water, whatever temperature it is.
For sure.
But they don't last long, and when they start getting bigger, you get the odd fish will just go up and swallow the whole cube. Oh yeah, definitely.
So this.
Thank you very much, Chrissy.
Sweet Acres, that pond was absolutely sick, bro. I loved it as well.
What we got coming up then, Sam?
What you got? What are you bringing up?
Apparently nothing.
Apparently nothing.
Let's see if I can get it again. It was Mayamatsu Kawabaka. Just to show just to show how it's developed.
Let's put it up.
Go on, get it up.
There it goes.
There it is.
Yeah, it's completely different now. Again.
It's nuts.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah, that is really nice.
It is.
So
thank you very much, Chris.
But yours has done exactly what a friend of mine's like we hatch a good 8 or 9 years ago plus. And he went over to Japan and he bought a beautiful Ginrin Matsukawabaki, and it was in his pond not even 4 months, turned black and never touched a bit of white ever again.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah, mine is losing the Sumi again. So.
Oh really?
Right.
For some reason. Yeah.
So when was the 45 centimeter one taken?
Last, I don't know, the end of summer last year.
I'd love to see an updated one. Then, if you said it started to change again already, I'd like to see an updated picture.
Yeah, I can do that.
We only want relevant content here, right, Vince? We don't want to see some outdated stuff.
Well, I was expecting to see him to say, well, this is what it looks like now at 45 centimeters, not to say, well, it's losing its zoom now and it's a lot bigger. I don't know, Sam.
Yeah, it's just to show what the magical bagger can do.
Yes. Yes.
And when you select it as Tosa, I just look at the body and the head. The Sumi is you can't use it.
But it's the Ginrin in it. That Ginrin is consistent throughout the Shiroji and Sumi. Can you see what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you find a lot of Shiros that are Ginrin. You don't really see a lot of the Ginrin in the Sumi itself.
Yeah.
No, that's right.
Can you see what I mean? But to be able to get that consistency of Ginrin through the Sumi as well as the Shiroji, that's really nice.
Yeah.
I know Tim from my Koi Obsession, he likes a Matsukao-baki as well.
So talking of showing fish, so you want to drop them?
Oh, sure, I'll do that. So I'm just gonna quickly show you guys what we've got coming down. So that's bowl number 1.
Ooh.
What say, Vince? That Tancha show was still up for grabs, by the way. I can't believe nobody freaking bought that fish yet. I'm so happy. I'm so psyched nobody's bought it yet. I'm definitely...
Is that a mango karashi goi, or is that a beni goi?
It's a mango karashi. Jinrin mango karashi, standard, like just a yellow Jinrin karashi. We got a Kindai Showa there, female on the left. Ochiba female on the bottom. And then that Tancha Showa. In this bowl, I like the Tancha Showa the most, guys. I mean,
it's pretty nice.
It's a clear winner, and that fish was a hell of a bargain as well.
That Kindai Showa would look better as a Shiro.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Is it? There is a Shiro there as well, isn't it?
No.
Oh, there we go.
You got Tancho Showa.
Yeah,
that's the next
one. Now we're
Mario's fingers.
Mm-hmm.
That Shiro is stunning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know that Shiro you picked, Vince, when I was discussing it with you about the auctions. You picked it, and that's why I bought it, and it sold out a day later. Yeah. So
told you.
Thanks for the heads up, Vince. Then there's that Aragoke Kogane Ochiba Jinrin. It looks like something else when you're focused on it right now. It's not.
And the two over Ochiba, are they scaled or are they Deutsch?
So those things over there, those two of them, those are what they're calling Sabi Koyos. You remember I was telling you that Indonesia's own variety, they say. It's a half Ochiba and a half Asagi, apparently.
Right. Well, Rick's already been doing that one, a Asagi Ochiba mix.
Yeah. Well,
in fact, I've got one in the growing on tank that belongs to Busy Bee from the Access All Areas.
Ooh,
and that is a Ginrin one. And it is literally, it's got brown like an Asagi across the bottom with just plain Ochiba grey Ginrin across the top. It looks amazing.
Here's bowl 3.
Yep. Look at that Showa on the right there.
I love that two-step Kahaku.
Isn't it that I love that Kohaku?
That was the first thing my eye went to, is that two-step. That Benny on there is stunning.
And clean as hell. And
Yeah,
all the three
it's really clean.
kohakus here are
Yeah, white
actually
nose tip, white tail, white tail tube, just right at the end between the peduncle and the tail. Oh yes, that's nice.
and then we have got that's a Hiyasagi, right? Hishisui. Then so you see that Showa on the right there, Vince, with the white marking on the head.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's a confusing as hell fish.
Yeah,
I bought it purely because I found it very, very peculiar.
It
And then
is.
the Jinrin Showa on the top there next to the two-step kohaku. I love that little fish. I'm so
yeah,
happy.
that's still got a lot to do.
It does have a lot to do, that's for sure. But I'm quite happy with the selection, man.
That two-step Sanki's not too bad either.
Yeah, I'm not
it's pretty,
always a
pretty
Sanke
good.
fan, but I like that Sanke.
But best one in the bowl is this two-step Kahaku down here on the bottom.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure. For
It is.
sure.
It's really
It's
clean.
nice and clean.
That's a clean kohaku. And
Yeah.
all three of these kohakus are doits. So their colors really, you know.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's even better. Yeah, okay.
Quite
I like
happy with this. And then we've got this little bowl here. So we got
Wow.
an Aragoki Saragoi Jinrin, standard Saragoi, nice little Showa,
Yeah.
caramel chag, and then two more mango karashis, Jinrin.
I really love the Sorghum.
Yeah, the Sorogoys are the
Sorogo's
ones for me.
Mm.
Wow, it's really clean.
With the Aragoke?
No, the
The
smaller one.
standard
No, the smaller one.
Yeah.
Wow.
I really love that one.
Really? That's
Yeah.
nice, man. I'm that fish I'm probably gonna get to keep. Let's
It's
see how it
it's a really
goes.
good one.
Yes, yes.
And there's some
But the
bargain.
Aragoki is nice as well.
Yeah. And then that's the
I
three
do,
little
I do
guys.
like I do like an Aragoki.
So
You
there's
know,
another Aragoke Saragoi right there, but a little one. These are all 25 to 30, right? Nice little Marute no Tancho Kemonuru.
Yeah, that's really nice.
He's got some weird black on his lips. I don't know whether it's good or bad, but I really like it. And then the
See, the thing is, with that Komomru, right at this moment in time, you don't know if there's more Benny underneath that black.
yeah,
No.
it could happen.
Could be.
Yeah,
It
it
could
could
happen.
split.
So that
Because
could go
you've
into
got-
that could go into someone else's pond. That black could come back
100%.
and end up revealing some Benny pattern as well.
100%. And then that Goshiki's got some nice clean Coochie Benny.
Out of that bowl, the Goshiki does me the most.
Yeah,
I would say the same.
It's got
I would
Coochie Benny.
definitely say
yeah. It's got nice steps.
it's not too dark either.
You guys don't like the darker Goshikis?
When
No.
they're smaller,
Not at that size.
no.
I kind of like the darker Goshikis a little more.
See, I'm a bit like Alan Tate. I can appreciate a Goshki that's got floating Benny,
Yeah,
but a Goshki that has still got its reticulation all the way through the fish, proper old style Goshki. I do like ooh, Komomru.
just look at those Komomurus, bro.
So you got two Benny Komomru there, two normal Komomru, and three Shisui.
Yeah.
And look at those Shisuis. They're all neat and clean, Vince.
Yeah, one of them Susuis, it did catch my eye when the bowl first came up.
Yeah, which one?
One that's just over on the right hand now.
Oh, the Hana Shisui.
Hana Shisui.
Yeah, Mahana.
No, I'm not a lover of
I
Hana
like
Shisuis.
the wider one.
And then
The
you look at
small
those
one.
two kimonos. The one,
No, Shishui.
oh no, I'm
The
saying the
white
two,
one is really nice.
yeah, the Hana Shisui. It's got a nice body on it as well. Even though it's not, it's in quarantine body right now. You know what that means. That
Yeah.
means they're not,
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's still good.
yeah. I'm
It
loving
means,
all of
all it
them.
means is they're being fed to maintain, not build
Not
body.
to get growth. Yeah.
Yeah.
And now in the next video, you'll see exactly what I mean. Okay, where I was telling you guys that I was gonna be stressed out for a week because of the fish, both me and Mario. So here you go. That's why all of
Yeah.
them are in quarantine tanks like this, which is the process that Mario follows because he swaps the water every 6 hours. He's got heavy flow, heavy aeration, and he meds them. He checks them like down to he really observes them, and if they go 7 days in these tanks without any stress, no issues whatsoever, then they get sent to India. So you can just imagine what the hell is gonna happen if we lose electricity, man. These are all,
The thing is, they've already been
they've been quarantined.
quarantined in round tanks beforehand as well, though, haven't they?
Yeah. They've been quarantined. I mean, they've been held in bioflocks at Mario's place, my tanks, right? But over there,
Yeah.
they were being fed. They were being fed reasonably over there. A good amount you can see from those humps on those karashis.
Yeah.
They're being fed. But now, from this point onwards, till they reach India, they're not going to be fed. These are
So
all,
we've got. Yeah.
Chris,
Go on,
they're
Seb.
all from Indonesia. They're from a town in Indonesia called Blitar, which is like Koi Farmer Central in Indonesia. Like this entire village is just packed to the bone, to the top with koi farms. Like you can just ride down the villages in the scooter, and left, right, center, every single house you cross has like these huge biofloc tanks and mud ponds everywhere. It's awesome because it's not like how they show in Japan, no? It's not those big farms and stuff. There are the big farms, yeah, but there's everybody in the village just keeps kois, man. They're all participating in competitions and stuff like that. So that's where I buy my fish from. And they're being held at this guy, Mario from Koi Mahendra. And he takes care of them, sends them down to us. And that's where they're from.
But you are getting fish from Japan now as well, though, aren't you?
Yep, I am. That is one completely separate shipment. It's very financially stressful for me, and I'm just trying to
Yeah.
I want to set up that network because see, like, you know what my scene is, Vince. I kind of believe that India's at that Indonesia phase, where they have value for these fish and they want these beautiful fish. They want to get into the hobby, learn about the koi, but they don't want, and they want good quality as well. Yeah. Value for money is no joke in the Indian economy. You want to make it, you got to be value for money. You know what I mean? There's just way too many people on tight budgets here. So,
Yeah.
these Indonesian koi, they kind of fill that category really well for me. Like I can sell a superb, stunning Benny Kimonuru for like what, 100 pounds, 150 pounds. Nobody cares whether that fish is not from some fancy ass Japanese farm. You know what I mean? Especially if they're starting off their hobbies. Nobody wants to pay thousands of pounds for a fish. But then there are as well, people that are
Yeah.
very in them for 7 days and not stressed. You'd be surprised. You'd be
Do
surprised.
one.
Yeah. You'd be surprised. They
Do
do
one.
pretty well in there. What are you saying, Vince?
I'm saying
Oh,
do
is
one,
that?
wherever that is. You know?
No, man. See, I understand anybody's reservations, okay, but Mario is a professional. Yeah, he's been doing this 2 generations. His dad was a koi farmer, and everybody in Indonesia follows the practice of making those glass tanks to that exact measurement, you know, because these are people that don't always follow water measurement techniques and things like that we do. They don't do tests and stuff like that.
Every koi breeder around the world does things completely different to the next one.
Yes, of course.
Exactly.
So, you know, you can't make a statement like that just from looking at a 30-second video. That is just
especially like you
I'm
say
sorry,
as
but
well.
that's
You know,
just
they're
small-minded.
constantly, the water's constantly changed in there.
You know, and
they're
that is
highly
part
monitored.
of the quarantine process, is to stress the fish. And why?
Exactly. Stress the fish and
You
watch it.
you are trying to stress the fish to make sure that there is nothing there that will break out when they get stressed. That is the whole point. That is the whole point of quarantining.
Exactly. So when I say stressed, I don't mean stressed. Yeah, I know the fish is going to be a little bit stressed because it's going into quarantine and it's not being fed and shit like that. But when I say stressed, I mean, has something broken out? Has something underlying come up? Has, you know, and because they're in those glass tanks in those small quarters, it's easy to spot any and every single thing. You know, like single broken scale, single bit of small little bacteria coming up on the tail. He's got 60 fish to sit and inspect every day. It's not going to happen in a big pond, you know what I mean? It's just not going to happen in a big pond. It's not
It's
even going to happen.
much easier to see it in small tanks.
And much easier to catch it and treat it immediately.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and also if you do have to treat it as well, you got it down the line of, well, it's a smaller body of water. So therefore, you know, when it comes
Easier
to
to maintain.
treatments, your treatments are going to be lesser amount than what it is going onto a pond. Exactly, Sid, comes down to that.
Yep.
It's not so going to be so expensive to then say like something was to happen and two out of the 6 or whatever were to break. That's fine. You're not using that much to treat them.
You know what? Just so sweet acres, you got it right there, man. I've been working with Mario now for 6 months, and to begin with, when I got to Indonesia, you remember how surprised I was, Vince. I was just like, oh my god, they're doing it like that. Oh my god, they're doing it like that. But now I've seen how Mario runs his show. Yeah, he has a ton of my fish. He has a ton of his own fish. He has so many fish going in and out. He's selling them. He's quarantining them. He's doing all of this stuff. In my 6 months with him, he's had one mortality. One single mortality, bro. And that too because a fish jumped out of the biofloc and he was just like, oh, what? I thought I left enough border. You know what I mean? But clearly once in a while it gets you. But nothing, man. Nothing. Not a single fish. I've seen him treat fish with like heavy bacterial issues. Like that. Nobody's business. With meds that he can't tell you what these meds are. He can't even tell you what these meds are, you know, because he's just been using.
Get rid of that idiot.
And we I done a lot of wild discus, and we actually did the same. Small tanks, I don't know, 40 by 40 by 40 cm. Clean water every 12 hours. PP every third day for 21 days. No problem.
Yeah, dude. You think? I mean, these folks need to like be dipped in PP once a day for 21 days and see what that's like, and then tell me about putting a fish in a glass fucking tank, bro. You know what I mean? You know what happens to a fish every time you PP dip it, bro? It goes into shock. Like it's just like,
well, yeah, because you're stripping back its fucking mucus.
Exactly. So like,
it's
every single practice that we do all around the world with our fish can be questionable. Okay, by people from different experiences. You know?
Yeah, but that's the whole reason why we have this, is because to get other people coming on from other countries to then showcase how things are done differently over there.
If we don't want people like we've had there, instantly
close their eyes
negativity, because I'm sorry, but people like that, they walk around like that. If it's not
Yeah.
Japanese and the way the Japanese do it, then it's not done properly.
Yeah. No.
The
But
funny
it-
thing
but
is,
it's
know,
different.
haven't seen them at
Who-
all
who do you
in
think
any of the other
created
lives.
cosmetic surgery
Yeah.
for Koi? It was the Japanese started it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then it went worldwide. I think this the what they do when they cosmetically treat a koi, I think personally it's barbaric.
Yeah.
But tell me that the Japanese don't do it, and I'll call you a fucking liar. Because I've spoken with a few people that have actually
Yeah.
been to Japan and seen it being done.
Yeah.
Prevalent YouTubers as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So you can't, yes, they are the gold standard when it comes to quality, size, and all that. But just because a country does it completely different to them, you can't mock them for that. You've also
Yeah.
got to look at the part of whatever country it is they're from and think about their climate, as in their economy climate as well.
Well,
Because-
100%, man.
Because every economy is different, which is why every koi farmer around the world does things completely different in a lot of aspects to people in Japan.
Our man holding those fish in his tanks, yeah, he's not a baller. He's not a baller, okay, and he needs to do things efficiently. He has X amount of space. He's trying to keep fish healthy. He's also trying to have a happy financial balance. He has way more invested in his equipment and his setup than he has invested in his own life, okay. So like, if he fucking, so he's doing fine, they're doing
Yeah.
perfectly fine, man. We're here to learn from these people. We're here to learn from all of them, and if we
And
don't
I-
agree with something, then that's fine. That's our opinion, and that's perfectly fine. But at the same time, we also need to be open-minded so that we can get
definitely.
the information from them, and everybody that's watching, including the four of us, can kind of take away information and learnings from these shows.
I mean, I'll be
Exactly.
totally honest, most garden centres in the UK that sells koi, they have, unless the owner or the franchise owner has actually gone over to Japan or got in touch with someone like Ricky at Koi Wholesale, then they will be selling either UK bred fish, Israeli bred fish, or Indonesian fish. Period.
Yeah.
And I know that for a fact because I've spoken with Ricky from New Forest Koi about this, and Ricky has dealings with a lot of koi dealers out there. And when I first started chatting with Sid, and I said to Rick about Indonesian fish, he said, yeah, they've been coming into the UK for donkey's years. So if there's people over here selling fish from Indonesia that have gone through a quarantine period like that,
then that's clearly fine, right?
Yeah.
It's working for them.
because those people that are buying those fish to sell wouldn't be buying those fish if they weren't of a good
You should
health
see
condition and everything else.
You should see intermediate setups that people have behind the scenes. Yeah, like Mario, you, me, we're all people that put our fish out there. We're all people that put our setups out there. But people that are in the fucking trade, okay, importers, all these guys with the quarantine centers and the ones with the licenses and shit like that. You should see. I mean, I don't know how shit goes over at your place, but I've seen how things go here in Asia. You know what I mean? Apart from Japan, and it's not great, bro. They're kept really badly. The tanks are really bad. The filters are really bad. You know what I'm saying? You'd think it was professional, but it's absolutely not.
Yeah, I get that.
But the only ones that get heat are the ones that transparent about their operations. No, is that funny? Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
It's not funny. Like,
But then again, that's the thing though. When like over there they go transparent, because there's so many that don't. There's not so many that people can go, well, there's this at such and such, or there's that at such and such, because they're not seen. They cannot. You like anything, you can only pick what you can see. What you can't see, you can't say nothing about it.
Well, you get the other side of it as well. Every country has different regulations on chemicals.
Yes.
Yep.
Now,
Indeed.
I was actually shocked when Sid sent me a picture and a video over in Indonesia where they were sedating fish. Now, they can't get koi sedate over there like we have here in the UK.
Nope.
They use Dettol.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was very shocked as
Dettol.
well.
Cap of Dettol in, was it
Samuel,
45
you should
minutes
try
of
it out.
water?
No,
And-
I'm not trying it out, Sid.
But Shane, I've actually seen it. He showed me a video, and the fish was absolutely fine. It needed some work on it. So they put a cap full of Dettol in 45 litres of water, put the fish in, rolled over like a normal sedate. It led there like a normal sedated fish. Done what he had to do. Went from there into a bowl with aeration within a couple of minutes, like you would get with normal sedate. Bang! It was up, bang, and swimming again.
Oh yeah. Guys, when I first saw this, I was pretty shocked as well. But I do this regularly now as well. Yeah, just disclaimer right here.
Well, I'm sorry, but it's like Andy from Koi Pond Lifestyle says. Don't knock it until you've tried it. Yeah?
Yeah.
And if you haven't tried it and you're not willing to try it, well, don't knock someone else for doing it.
Yeah. And you know,
Can you see what I mean?
Like,
and this is why on a lot of YouTubers that do koi actually say, I'm not telling you how to do this. This is how I do it.
I'm doing it.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, we have to cover our own asses.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, because
so yeah, Chris has put a comment out.
Every beekeeper, every country is different.
Yeah.
You know, and yes, people are going to have opposing opinions, but that's what debate is about. Not
I think all 47 of us, including the 4
statements
of us,
that
can
just-
agree with Chris's new comment, Vince.
Huh?
I said all 4 of us, including the 47 watching, can agree with Chris's current comment.
Yes.
Where he has a problem
Yeah.
with- yeah. I have a
me
huge
go to
problem
it.
with that as well.
Chinese restaurant here. You see 5 koi, 40 cm in length in a 50-gallon tank.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. We even get that over here in our fish and chip shops.
Dude, I have people try and buy
same in
from me
Denmark.
all the time, and I have a very clear first question that goes out. Do you have a pond? What is the size? And can you share the filtration and current stocking details before I can proceed with selling you fish? Like, you know what I mean? I don't mind just banging out a whole bunch of cheap fish and stuff like that, but I don't want that on my conscience. You know what I mean? So, like,
Exactly.
I like every single fish I select and I sell. Every single fish I select, I sell, I like, and I'm proud of. You know what I mean? And even if it's not a beautiful fish, I have a reason for why I selected that fish, and I want to see it go to a good home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like at least a few thousand liters with enough space for them to fucking swim around, and you know, and decent filtration on the thing. So like it's crazy. I get a little bit of heat for the amount of people I turn down. You know. I say, oh, sorry, I can't sell you my fish. My fish are supposed to be in ponds. If you're going to be keeping them in glass tanks, can I suggest that maybe you take some koi fry, and when you're done growing them out, maybe you could, you know, hand them over to someone else or like pass it down, something like that.
Yeah.
But that's
Well,
I lose it.
when you say about glass tanks, but look at it from the aspect. Look at the Megamunga tunnel when we took it down. When we took that pond apart and we took that filter apart, that filter had not been touched in 8 years. Yeah. And everyone saw the quality and the condition of the koi that were coming out of that pond.
That's because the bacteria was set, Vince. That's a different thing from a tiny little glass tank with no surface for bacteria to grow on and no proper filtration. You know, an 8-year-old established sump can be something really.
Oh, mate. You wouldn't have been saying that if you were stood there when he was emptying it.
No, no.
Oh my word.
Yeah, I can imagine.
You know, But then, you know, we've got all the bags of media out, and then he's pulling out this netting.
Mm.
And I'm going, what the fuck? Over an acre's worth of predator netting was in that filter. In that
It's just
settlement
extra
chamber,
media.
over an
Wow.
acre's worth of predator netting.
Amazing mechanical filtration, Vince. Why?
He did admit that he should have put some kind of waste on there, which is why the new filters for the Mega Munga tunnel
Yeah.
they've got a standpipe in them so that they can be flushed
Mhm.
on a more regular basis. But yeah, he had bags of K1, he had bags of Alpha Grog, he had bags of Crystal Bio, anything that would hold a surface area. There was bags of Flowcore there. You know, that was in the settlement chamber.
Yeah, it was.
And then
So
literally
when I watched it
threw a
live, I
couple of
was
pumps,
surprised.
threw a couple of showers, and like showered along the whole of the side wall, feeding his chili plants, which then acted as a filter as well.
Yep. Beep beep to you too.
I was going to say, someone's getting horny.
Yeah, someone in my area, their alarm went off.
Hey, Jigsy.
Jigsy!
Yeah, you were supposed to have joined us today, weren't you, you shitbag?
No.
He did say last week, I'll come on
He
next
did
week.
say last week he'd come and join us this week.
He did.
Yeah, he did.
When you two Herberts left me and him in the lurch.
Yeah, but he did great.
But I am glad your daughter didn't have any broken bones. So, and like
Yes,
I said, you
definitely.
real life always comes first, and so does family. You know. When
Not a traffic jam, Sid.
Yeah, unlike a traffic jam, Sid.
Traffic jams comes last.
Yeah, traffic jams.
Dude, I was stuck on that highway for about 4.5 hours, man.
Wow.
It was
That
really
sucks.
bad. And I lost you guys. I lost signal because right as I got on the live with you guys, I was entering a tunnel. Okay. And I was in that tunnel for about 45 minutes, dude. If I would have had my and it's like a 500-meter long tunnel, yeah. It's not even a long tunnel. You know, if I had my windows down, I'm pretty sure I would have died from like, you know.
I was going to say, did you have the windows done up?
No,
Air conditioning on.
Yeah, circulating the air inside. Really bad.
Oh, awesome.
But yeah, you definitely don't want that fucking breathing that all in when the
Dude, I want to tell you guys about this new pond project we're starting.
Yes, go on.
You saw me. Yeah, the last two they were pretty nice, you know. Now the next 3 ponds that are coming out are courtyard ponds. They're all like built into people's homes, right? So the first of which down south you guys have already seen, which is the one with the sump. Yeah.
Yep.
The second one that we're starting out with now, Vince, you're gonna like the sound of this. This is gonna be a headache to do the water calculation on, the water management on. Okay, but so basically the pond is a 6,000 liter pond on the first story of someone's villa. Yeah. It the concept is that it overflows into a bog pond outside on the balcony, yeah, which then overflows and it hits a waterfall that takes it down to the ground floor, which is where there is another 6,000 liter pond, and it's getting down there via a 3-step waterfall and then being sumped and filtered and sent back up to that goddamn 6,000 liter pond. There's going to be big boys in the main pond inside the house. There's going to be a few tosais or fry in the balcony pond outside the house. And then a few of the other fish that hopefully he selects to put in the downstairs pond.
What size pump you're going to have to put on that?
So it's gonna run 3 pumps that are running 16,000 liters per hour.
I was going to
Um,
say you'd need at least like a 16 to a 20, like a even a
16,000.
20.
Yeah. So I'm giving him fully variable pumps, so he can just tone everything down whenever he wants. You know what I mean? But 16,000
That's a,
liters.
that's a hell of a head height, though, Sid.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
lose. I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna lose. It'll drop from 16 to 12 easy. 16 to
I
Yeah.
12.
thought you would. I thought
I
you would
think
have had
it's
something
more.
a lot fucking bigger than that on it.
Oh no. It won't. I won't lose more than that. I'm quite sure. I'm gonna run a test first. I'm gonna run a quick test run where I'm gonna set up the pipe in that same distance and that length with that same kind of height and see what kind of output I get. But a 16,000 churning. So you need to understand that neither of these three ponds are not together, right? So it's 6,000, 1,500, and then 4,000 downstairs. Yeah. So it's
Yeah,
built
no,
for
no. But I thought you would have needed something like a major side, like the big pumps they have on swimming pools, something
Yeah.
like that. It's got a,
Yeah.
they go on HP as opposed to liters per hour, just to
I
get
am.
past that
Yeah,
head
just to
height.
get that force up.
Because you're going first story, aren't you? So that's a good
Yeah.
12, 14 foot at least.
Yeah. Easy. So I've used the same pumps that I'm talking about right now in my waterfall project,
Yeah.
and I've gotten a head height of 26 feet from these pumps.
Okay.
And
Impressive.
a pump that's rated for 16,000 liters per hour is putting out somewhere about 10,000 liters at the top.
Yeah.
Yeah. So on this
Okay.
project, where my head height is somewhere in the ballpark of like 15, 16 feet, I'm expecting that I should get at least 12,000 each. So like a total of,
Yeah.
I'll have a total of 36,000 liters circulating through this 11,000 liter 3 pond
That's a
set.
lot.
Stunning, bro. It's stunning. You see the sumps and the filtration that I've got set up on this thing, dude. This project, when I'm done, I'm gonna make, like a little gangster video about the about the filters
Yeah.
in the pond,
Don't go
So,
saying that, Will.
Well,
Oh,
well,
Freaking
you
slow.
jinxed it.
you've jinxed it now, ain't you?
he's
Oh,
doing all of this because none of his trees are alive, dude.
Yeah, he ain't got to worry about his tree damage.
He doesn't have to worry about it. So he's just like, let everything else freeze.
I'll tell you what, he's doing some fucking awesome trees at the moment.
Yeah.
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 Have you seen the two he's done on the driftwood?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Put them out.
Oh, yeah,
pretty
you're
nice.
doing them as well, aren't you, Sam?
Yep. Samuel's doing them as well.
Have you got one there for us to see?
Oh, I'm
Nope.
sure
But
he does.
I will find a picture. Give me a sec.
Come on, show and tell.
Yeah, give me a
So
sec.
yeah, if anybody is over in Denmark and does want one of these trees, reach out to Samuel
Yep. Just have to find
because it'd be a lot more expensive, cheaper than to get it shipped than what it would be.
Yeah,
Well,
the shipping from the
send
UK
it
is
Korea.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think Will paid about, was it 27 pounds to ship the tree?
Yeah, that's not too bad though.
No, that's not too
I
bad.
think it's too bad.
I would have
bad.
thought they would have been more.
It was around £30 to send the bonsai tree mug and canvas to Chris out in Canada. Yeah, that was just over 30 quid.
Yeah.
I spent 20 quid to send you a mug, Vince. This is one of the most expensive mugs I've ever seen.
Hey, we've actually sold 2 twisted koi mugs for charity at £50 a piece.
Yep.
Damn.
Nice.
Some
Yeah, it's a
premium
tree.
mugs right there.
That's the last one I did.
Fucking all. Will,
Yes, Will. Detto.
what's going on? Why am I suddenly front and center, guys?
I
What's
press
going on? You guys are making me feel. Hello, excuse me. What's going on, folks?
Sam's having a problem with his with his pictures.
Yeah, I'm just clicking around.
I took myself by surprise there.
Yeah, that rabbit in the headlights look, didn't he?
But Will, I gotta tell you guys that they're all shit. It works really well, guys. Works really well. It's worked spot on.
Get it back up, Samuel.
Get back up.
Yeah,
Get it back up.
you can get another one.
All right.
That's a smaller one.
Ooh, dang.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really sweet.
Yeah,
So-
I really like it.
Samuel, is Will your mentor, is he?
Yeah.
He's,
Will's been
Guruji,
teaching him a
Guruji.
few of the tricks.
Will's
Yeah.
his Guruji, bro.
Yeah.
His guru.
He's amazing with trees.
Yes, he is. He is bloody good. But that's enough about Will. Make his head swell. And
Yeah.
you know, bald heads that are swollen, they don't look pretty.
No, they don't.
Uh,
It's not Will's fault. He was a grunt.
where's the next one, Sam?
I'm just
How-
getting the picture.
How
pictures
long
now.
does it normally take to make one, Sam?
Ken's asking.
The small one is, I don't know, a few hours, including the resin that has to dry. So
Yeah.
it's not that bad. The leaves are the worst.
Are they coated in resin? All of the trees?
No, just the stones. That's the stones.
Gavin.
Okay. Get some. Actually, I think it's easier to share that.
Oh, someone's in
Speaking of that,
trouble.
Vince, I'm still waiting on my mug and my twisted artwork.
look
Just
at
kidding.
Don't panic, Chris.
Wow.
Oh,
that's a-
well, you know he loves you.
This one is still
Ooh.
waiting for the leaves.
Mhm.
I don't know why, but I kind of like it like this. I don't know what's
Well, the more of the
The
winter.
windswept look.
yeah, it looks
Yeah.
like a dead bonsai almost.
Yeah, that's what happens when I have a normal bonsai to go outside. That's what happens to it.
It's a good look, Vince. You must be a
See, I like that. I like that one with like the autumn
Mm.
kind of look.
Yeah. Yeah, there's that one again. Yeah. I got some more, but I don't have pictures of them. But yeah, I think it's nice spending some time twisting
Yeah,
some.
Will definitely send me
wire.
some, mate, because we need to work on putting an order in.
Will, can you send me one?
I do need to get one for the to be the first piece of artwork to
If
go
you buy
into the
one,
Koi
left
we
house.
can send it to you.
Yeah, I'll buy one if he pays for the shipping.
No, you got to pay for the shipping, you tightwad.
Oh man, I wish I had tight walls, bro. Then I would, okay. But yeah, but I'll find out if the shipping is reasonable. I think I want to get myself one of them.
I would. I've got an awesome one. In fact, I've got three in the house. I've got a little one in Long Block.
Like I
Susan's
missed
got
out on so much shit from you guys.
Susan's got one from Will that's in the dining room, and I've got my Japanese one that Will done me. My mum's got two as well.
My God, it's just. Have you bought into the company yet? How many shares do you have? Is this some
No
sort of
shares. No
is this some
shares.
sort of phantom marketing campaign?
No,
Huh?
Will's just an ex-squaddy comrade. That's all.
Don't lie to me, Vince. I know you've been becoming technical nowadays, using a
Yeah,
laptop.
well,
Huh?
we are slowly getting there.
Yeah.
I'm still having trouble getting on with this StreamYard on the tablet.
Yeah. On the tablet, my God.
Oh yes,
What next?
we're getting there.
Bluetooth headphones?
I've got Bluetooth headphones. I've had them for ages.
I'm just messing with you, Vince. But yeah. So,
Anyone out there got any questions for us?
Any questions,
Anything
guys
you
and
would like us
girls?
to talk about?
how
If
many
not-
fish did you get in, Samuel, right now?
What?
How
Second?
many fish did you just bring in to your setup? 12 of them?
How many fish?
Yeah.
Yeah.
10.
10 of them.
Yeah, I thought it was 10.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
how many have you got in that small setup now? Is it just them 10, or have you got others in there as well?
No, too many. Too many. I don't know.
Yo, what the
Oh
Boji?
my God.
25?
This should
3
help with the
acres
mug,
just
Vince.
come here. This should help with the
Oh
shipping.
my
Chris, no.
God. Oh my Jesus.
Wow.
That is heavy.
Amazing.
Is there a reason why I'm feeling guilty right now? Oh, that's awesome. Thank you so much, man. That's gonna help us with us.
That's awesome, Chris.
Yeah. That's
Oh,
insane.
wow.
What a way to end. What a way to end
You've
the
just
day.
literally you look at him. He's gone completely fucked.
Yeah.
Oh man. That's crazy. But
He'll be getting on the phone call with Rambo as soon as he gets off the live, I think.
yeah. He just shut everybody up, didn't he?
Right,
Yeah.
Chris.
None of us know what to say anymore.
Hang on
Nope.
there.
Oh,
It's
He's
taken
gone.
by
back in a
surprise.
sec.
I think he's going to call him right now. What the hell are you doing? You're sending me.
Sweet acres,
Boom.
you know he loves you.
Yeah.
That's amazing, man. That's amazeballs.
I think what I might have to do is I might have to contact Rambo and all, and we'll get the first international Hearts Koi one out there as well.
Or one of them, or maybe one of them little, you know what I'm talking about, Shane?
See, I
Yeah, I
had
know what
it.
you're saying.
I had it made. It's sat here ready to go. Now, I'll tell
So
you
you
what.
can finally ship it out now, Vince.
I'll tell you what. I'll give you the choice. You can have the Twisted Koi I See You one, which is the one that I send out to YouTubers,
Yeah.
or you could have the I'm a Twisted Subscriber one. Which one would you like?
My God.
You don't usually give
Yeah.
YouTubers the option, but since it's been set on the side, I'll give you the choice.
Yeah.
Which one?
Now you got decisions, Chris.
I think Chris is gonna say, "Oh, he said the subscriber one." I thought he was gonna say
No, Chris
whichever
is.
one you.
Yeah, she
send
sent
out
the
first.
subscriber.
Okie dokie. I will get it out to you this week.
But wow, that was a good one.
Yeah.
And Chris, you're going to have to come and join us on the show one Sunday.
Yes, she tried to last week, but we literally ended it just after she got it all worked out. I saw it literally as I pressed the button and it just come up saying ended. I saw a comment going, I finally got it sussed. But yeah, Chris, give either Vince or myself an email and we'll get a link sent out to you that way. So we know for a fact it will definitely work.
Chris is on Telegram, Shane. I couldn't.
Yes.
Reel her in.
Yeah. We'll get that sorted out. Maybe we'll set one up for the guests and have where people can, join in, and then we can just put the links in there and run it from that.
Good idea.
You know what you do, Scott, don't you?
Contact Rambo.
Go,
50 bucks.
Go on Facebook. Get in touch with Wayside Print and Design.
Yep.
Sort them out a couple of quid, and they'll sort you one out.
Mm-hmm.
The IC ones are reserved for ones that I give out.
Yes.
But if a subscriber would like a Twisted Koi mug, they will get a logo on the front and I'm a Twisted subscriber on the back, exactly like the one that is now going out to Chris at Sweet Acres.
Yep.
It should have said the Twisted Sun. Oh, that's a good one.
But yeah, we'll definitely get that sorted.
Yeah.
And I've got something new to test as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now this wasn't sent to me by a company. This was actually given to me by my old man. But I've got one of them snaky things that go onto the pressure washer.
Oh,
nice.
Yes.
So I'm going to shove it down my pipe.
Ooh, for
My 4-inch bottom drain pipe, you dirty-minded animals.
There's more of Sid's face.
Dude.
And then I'm going to give it a good blast out.
How you started the show today, Vince? Have you forgotten?
Yeah. Yeah, I've just forgotten how you started the show.
I think you need to be on the recap crew today, Vince. Your despicable behavior. Oh man.
Yeah.
Right.
It's been. I think it's been a wicked show.
Yeah,
Definitely
really loved it.
Been. Yes, Jigsy, that is definitely gonna hurt.
It's a lot of
I don't know. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I've had a wicked hour and a half. And I'd like to thank everyone for tuning along. Hopefully next week we might have Chris on. I'm trying to get my man Jens from Western Australia to come and join us one day. He did say that because of his working hours and the time difference, we would have to coordinate it to a specific date. But yes,
that's fine, we can work that out.
Anyone else out there that is from a different country, as in not in Denmark, not in India or the UK, and you would like to come on and tell us how you keep koi and how things are done in your part of the world, we'd love to have you on.
And of course, Jigsy, that's still...
Yes. The Welsh Wonder has got to be on the screen at some point.
Yes.
And we're also going to get Joe Mitchell on one day as well to talk about his new channel and his new magazine.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. I see an interview the other day.
If you don't know what I'm on about, go onto YouTube and search for The Koi Perspective. Go and give him, subscribe, drop him a comment, tell him the Twisted One sent you. Also, is it thekoiperspective.com?
I believe
free
so.
Online free magazine. So yeah, go out and check out Joe on the Koi Perspective. I've been Twisted Koi.
I've been Sid from Mochiba.
I've been Shane from Hearts Koi.
Samuel from Koi Kanalen.
And we will catch you same time, same place next weekend.
Take
See you
care,
guys.
everybody. See you
folks.
next Sunday.
It's
Take
been a
care.
good one.